What's going on, all you mentees? The suit is back. That means it's time for some Marvel Omnibus announcements. We have one brand new Marvel Omnibus and one reprint coming out in August of 2023. So let's get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance information about these two Omnis coming out in August of 2023. Now, before going any further, always like to remind everybody to smash that like button, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, make sure you share the videos, stay away from the comments in case you want to be surprised. Then by all means, leave your comments down below, let us know what you think about the covers, the content, and of course, the actual announcement. So, I do have one reprint. I'll wait to announce the reprint after the new Omnibus. Let's talk about this brand new Omnibus. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Yeah, I wasn't kidding. I got all my suits back from the dry cleaner. Time to make more announcements. Guess it's been about a month or so. But now we're getting into the August of 2023 books. And the very first book I'm going to be talking about is one of those Marvel Universe buy series. We've had a lot of these. Whether it's by Chris Claremont, or John Byrne, or Rob Liefeld, just to name a few of the creators, but that's what we're going to get this time around. And it's funny because people keep asking me, and I also want this one day too, about a long shot gallery edition. Well, not this time, but we are getting Marvel Universe by Arthur Adams Omnibus. So one of my favorite artists of all time is getting his big spotlight on an omnibus with his name on it. So we'll take a look at the content here in a second, but first let's take a look at the standard edition cover. And of course the standard edition cover has to be supplied by Arthur Adams. I really can't imagine anybody else drawing a cover for the Marvel Universe by Arthur Adams. And this cover right here is from the Marvel Holiday Special. Always been a big fan of that cover, so I don't know if it's going to be a wraparound or if it's going to be one of those widescreen covers, landscape covers that's just in the front. But we'll take a look at the direct market cover here in a little bit. Let's take a look at the content together. So, this contains Long Shot 1 through 6, New Mutants Special Edition number 1, X-Men Annuals 9, 10, 12, and 14, Web of Spider-Man Annual number 2, Cloak and Dagger number 9, X-Factor 41 and 42, Excalibur Mojo Mayhem, Fantastic Four 347 to 349, and then material from Fantastic Four 358, the Marvel Holiday Special from 1991, Classic X-Men, I assume these are the covers, 1 through 10, 12 through 16, 18 through 23, Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe, 1985, Marvel Universe Series 1, and Marvel Universe Series 2. Those are the trading cards. I'm so glad those are being collected in here in big oversized format. So let's take a look at the direct market cover. And I'm going to tell you right now, as the Uncanny Omar, it's so hard to choose which cover because I really like the Holiday Special cover. But this one right here featuring Longshot and Dazzler, Rogue, and Psylocke. Oh my gosh, I've always been a big fan of this cover. This is from issue 218. So it's tough, right? Tough choice to decide which cover to get. Now, this is all stuff written by different creators. You have Chris Claremont, of course, Walter Simonson in here, and it's all of the artwork by Arthur Adams, whether you have, let's see, Will Spertasio, Terry Austin inking some of it, or actually, is it Bob Wyzek that inks some of this stuff too? So it's an interesting collection because some of this stuff, of course, has been available in omnibus format before, specifically the X-Men stuff in oversized hardcover format, Cloak and Dagger, but things like X-Factor have never been collected. But the interesting thing about those two issues, those are the Alchemy issues, which introduces us to the character of Alchemy, and it's this big thing about it was a character that was created by like some kind of contest they had, and then eventually that character shows back up in Excalibur. And those issues of Excalibur are drawn by Joe Mad. And Joe Mad, of course, at that time was really siphoning a lot of Arthur Adams, as well as the anime look to his art. And Fantastic Four 347 to 349. Those have been collected in Epic Collection, of course. But and please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they've been collected in omnibus format, in this big oversized format. before. So that is the new Fantastic Four. And what's funny is we actually have Peter David's Hulk companion is going to be collecting the new Fantastic Four miniseries with those characters of Hulk, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and Wolverine. But this is the first one. Of course, this is during the era of Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four. But that is the very first announcement. Let's move on to announcement number 2, which is, I mentioned, the reprint. So this is definitely one that was in our top 20. Definitely one that every Saturday during my live stream I keep getting asked about. And that is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 4. The one book that people were like, Marvel has forgotten about Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 4. No, they haven't. I told you all to keep the faith. All right, let's take a look at the Standard Edition cover. And the Standard Edition cover, again, is supplied by Frank Cho. And if you've not read the stuff in here, well, I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but just in case. I mean, it is very artsy, though. My goodness, that Grim Reaper in the back. Now let's take a look at the content. We'll put the content down here. Why do I keep reminding people? You can see for yourself. In case you're driving and watching my video, maybe? I don't know. You should be doing that anyway. So, this collects Amazing Spider-Man 105 to 142, Giant Size Superheroes number 1, and Marvel Superheroes number 14. So it's the exact same content as the first printing, but this is the second printing. It's only had one printing prior to this, but now this new printing is coming out in August of 2023. So all the people asking me when it's coming or if Marvel's ever gonna do it, now you all know the answer. Now, let's take a look at the direct market cover. So this direct market cover is supplied by the legendary John Romita Sr. And it is the cover to issue 135. So in here you're going to have the artwork, of course, of John Romita Sr., Gil Kane, Ross Andru, and then you're going to have the writings of course, Stan Lee, Jerry Conway, and Jim Starlin. So this is a big epic book. A lot of things happen in here, such as the introduction of the Punisher. And then, you know, what ends up happening to one of Spider-Man's supporting cast that's impacted his life to this very day. It's the return of the Green Goblin. And there's a lot of things that happen in here, but I think the one that always stands out to me about this collection is the whole thing that happens between Aunt May and Doc Ock. No spoilers here, but when you know, you know. And also features a lot of the what happens to Harry Osborn and his descent into this madness. But anyway, that is finally coming out back in print in August of 2023. Now you all know, so make sure you pre-order these books when they come up for pre-order. Leave your comments down below. Let me know which covers you're going to get, which book interests you the most, what you want to see reprinted next. Of course, we have the top 20 list we did, and we did send that to Marvel, so maybe we'll knock some more off the next time around that they have some more reprints. Thank you again to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel. Everyone stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.